Hey guys, welcome to my channel. First, let's start off by telling you the rules to this diet plan, because I'm going to take you into my kitchen and I'm going to show you how I prepare my meal for the week or for 7 days to lose at least a 5-6 pound, even more. It depends on your body type. Everybody is different, we all know that. So I'm gonna take you in my kitchen, show you how I prepare the meals, and then I'm gonna take you to the park to just show you what I do at the park. But nobody run, don't run here, because I don't know hard. Trust me, it's nothing hard that you'll be doing at that park. So let's get to the number one rule on this. I have a piece of paper that I write down all my information, so I hope I won't be forgetting to tell you guys anything. Number one rule is no rice, no flour, no sugar, no oil. Anything that you know that is rice make it, sugar make it, etc, etc, you're going to be staying away from all of those things. The only thing you should really focus on eating is vegetable, fruits, and chicken and fish. Vegetable, fruits, chicken, and fish. That should be your main focus and what you should consume on a daily basis. So this meal plan that I'm going to be giving you also is a 500 calorie meal plan. So you're only allowed to have 500 calories for the day. So throughout this meal plan, if you see something that you don't like or you don't eat that, find something that substitute that meal, and make sure that you find something that is the same calories as the one that you're substituting, but you're still not going to have no sugar, no rice, the same things that I said before. So what else? All right, so I assume that you are ready to lose this weight, because this diet, you have to be committed. If you're not committed to this diet, it will not work. Because trust me, once you start feel like you're not having enough food, because like me, I love my walk, so it was pretty hard for me when I had to start to eat only 500 calories. That's not a lot of food, that's a tiny bit of food. So it was hard. So you get some vitamins to take on the side with this meal plan, because vitamins is good, and you probably won't be getting a lot of vitamins in this 500 calorie meal plan as you should. So get some vitamins to take. The next important thing is get a scale. That is going to be your best friend. My scale was my best friend when I started out losing weight. Every second I was on that scale, even when I know that I not lose no weight, I still go up on the scale, because I just get so addicted to the scale. But it also helped me, because why? It helped me to stay motivated. It helped me to keep the drive, because as soon as I go up on the scale and realize, oh my god, I put on 1 pound, it's like no, this have to come off. So that was the mindset I have. So every minute I was on that scale. So that's another thing. So yeah, you get your scale, you get some diet pills, and yeah, everything else I'm going to show you in the kitchen. So if there's something on this meal, as I said before, meal plan that you don't eat, find something that substitute it, but make sure it is the same calorie range. Okay, I'm going to give you some tips now. So the number one tip is you're only going to be drinking water. So every time you feel thirsty, every time you're having your meal, you're only allowed to drink water. The next tip is you're only going to be having 3 meals per day: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And all of these 3 meals are going to be under 200 calories. So breakfast is under 200 calories, lunch is under 200 calories, and dinner should be under 200 calories. You're trying to stay within that 500 gap. And the next thing is, do not eat after 8, guys. You see, once it touch after 8, don't eat. Eat your dinner like, alright, me, I normally go to the park, then I normally like whip up my food and say, alright, this is my dinner. Then I go to the park, and then I come back, then I take a shower, and then I eat, because I know that this is going to be my last meal. So I try to eat it as late without going over the 8 o'clock range. The next thing is, after you finish eating, brush your teeth. Because once you brush your teeth, it's like you send a trigger message to your brain that no more food because your mouth clean. I don't know, but it's crazy. Anytime I don't want to eat anymore, like me just eat and I brush my teeth, that's it. It's like I don't feel hungry anymore because I brush my teeth. It's time for bed. That's what my brain's thinking. And the next thing that I normally do is, once I finish eating in the night, I go straight in my room and I lock my door, because I'm like, I'm not going to stay out where I know food is, where I'm going to get tempted. So I go to my room and stay there till the next day. I don't think I have anything else to tell you more than good luck and be committed, because I want to be successful. I want people to be commenting saying, "Oh my God, Kizzy, I can't believe I lost the weight. That's what I." Okay, so I guess that's it. So I hope you guys are all committed and ready to lose this weight, because it's not going to be an easy road from here on. And another thing that I should tell you is that in your first week, it's going to be the hardest week ever. First week, your body's going to be crying out for food. Cause especially if it's not used to eating the small portion, it's going to be crying out for food. So if you're not home, it's going to be, I guess in a way, it will be hard. And I guess not, because you see, once you're active and you have stuff doing, you don't really think about food in enough. You don't really think about food. But once you're just laying there and you're not doing nothing, you get hungry. So that's another tip. Keep active. Once you're active, you won't even think about food, because you have so much stuff doing, you don't have time to eat. That's what I found out also. So that's about it. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, so this is day one, and this is what I normally would eat for my breakfast. I have 2 boiled eggs with a little salt and black pepper, and then I have a cup of coffee. But this coffee is not sweetened, it's just coffee and water. So what I normally do is I take this tablespoon and I fill it with half of the coffee. So I take up the coffee and fill it halfway up in the spoon, and then I mix it in my hot water. And I don't like to add things that are not sweetened. So I normally just let mine sit and cool, and when I know it's cool, I just chug it. So I just drink it real fast. And this is what I eat for day one. Okay, so this is what I will have for my day one lunch: a banana and the apple. So when it's the season for Jamaican apples, I normally substitute this apple for my Jamaican apples, and I normally have 2 because these apples are less calories than this one. So if the Jamaican apple is in, I'll normally have 2 Jamaican apples and a banana. If it's not in, then I'll have 1 apple, that apple with 1 banana. I seasoned it with some onion, tomato, scallion, thyme, sweet pepper, and some pepper and garlic, and some jerk seasoning, black pepper, and some salt. So I seasoned it with all of that. I cut it in half and put away half for another day, and I'm going to be steaming this for my dinner this evening.
So I'm just adding my fish in some water, guys, because that's all we're going to be using to cook throughout this meal process. So I'm just putting it in some water, and I'm going to close it down and let it cook for around 5 minutes. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to add some cock soup to the pot because I love my little flavor. So I'm going to add a little bit of cock soup, around a teaspoon or so, but I don't want the added calories, so I will be straining it because I do not want the noodles in there, because that's gonna be bad. Because this meal is around 160 calories, so we're right under that mark, guys. So we're good. So all we need to do when we eat in our meal is just drink some lime water or some regular water, any one we choose, and there you have it. That's the fish, and trust me, it looks better than it tastes, guys. So don't be afraid. So again, for day two, I'm going to be having my coffee and 2 eggs for breakfast.
Okay, so for day 2, I normally have a yogurt. And what I do to make sure that I'm eating the correct yogurt is, I don't really read all of this. What I do is I go straight to the calorie sections. So I see how many calories I'll be intaking. So right here it says 150 calories. So, because you don't want your meal to be over 200 once you're on a diet. You want to stick, each time you have a meal, you want it to be under 200. So this is 150. So this will be my lunch for today.
We are now on day two, guys, and for day two dinner, we'll be having some pop chow, callaloo, cabbage, and carrot. And then I'll be seasoning it with a little ground seasoning like onion, tomato, scallion, thyme, pepper, sweet pepper, those lovely stuff. You season it depend on how you want it to be seasoned. And here I'm just adding some powder seasoned jerk and some black pepper. You season your thing how you want it. That's all I can say. Your taste buds. So after I've seasoned it, our aim is to basically stay within a 500 calorie limit, calories a day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner should all equal to 500 calories a day. So this meal is about 180 calories because I'm also gonna be having it with a handful of chicken. So I'm just mixing it up right now, getting it all yummy yummy. And then I'm just gonna take out two handfuls because that's all I need. That's the portion that I should be having, two handfuls of the vegetable. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. And after I take out the two handful, what's left, I'm gonna just put it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the fridge for another time because we don't want to be repeating this process over and over again. So that's what I normally do. I save the rest for another day. This is meal prep 101. So after we have portioned out our two handful of vegetable, we also have the handful of chicken. So I did the same procedure for the chicken. I chopped up a chicken breast. I think it was two chicken breast sides, and I just seasoned it the same way that I did with the vegetable. You season it how you want it, and I took out a handful, and now I'm just gonna proceed to cooking it. So this is where I'm showing you that I'm using no oil. So we're not gonna use no oil today, guys. We're only gonna be using water to cook this meal. Oil is not needed. So I'm going to add my chicken now, and I'm just gonna stir it a bit and let it cook. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of water so that it doesn't stick to the pot and it can get its little steam going on. So after I had this water, I'm gonna close the pot and just let it simmer for around 5 minutes. So after the 5 minutes is up, I check to make sure everything is going well and to see if it needs any more water. And then I'm just gonna let it sit again for another 3 minutes. And after that, and I'm gonna proceed to add in the vegetables to let that cook also. So here now is after 3 minutes, I'm adding my vegetables and I'm gonna just stir that up and let it simmer for another 5 minutes and then our dinner will be ready. And there you have it, guys. That's our 180 calories dinner. Wow. Could you believe that that dinner looks like it's under 200? So that's our dinner for day 2. And that's a very healthy dinner, may I add.
Okay, so we're now on day 3, and this is what I'll be eating for my breakfast. I'll have a banana, a orange, and a apple. So this is my day 3 breakfast. Okay, so for day 3, we're gonna have some lettuce and tuna for dinner. So my tuna, as I said before, you must count your calories. So this is in water because the oil is more calories. So I want to get the one in the water. And what I normally do is I go to the back again. I look, so I see that half can of this tuna is 50 calories. So I'm going to be having half of this tuna with the lettuce. And what I do is sometimes I'll add a little dressing because sometimes I just don't like the bland taste. We want something that tastes really nice even though it's healthy. So I normally look at the back again. I look at the calorie sections and I see that 2 tablespoons of this dressing is 120 calories. So I'm only gonna have 1 tablespoon, which is 60 calories in my dinner. So I'm gonna show you how I prepare my wrap, because I'm making a wrap with this one. So I'm draining off the water. Let me get that. So I drained off the water, so now I'm just gonna take half of the can of tuna. So you look at it and you determine the half. So I take half, and what I do, I get a container and I put the next half in and put it in the fridge for another day. So this is my half can of tuna. And then I take my lettuce leaf, because we want something that tastes good. We don't want it just to look plaka plaka on the plate. We want to create something that's a bit tasty. So I put my tuna in my lettuce. So we're using 1 tablespoon today. So here I have a half a teaspoon because I'm making 2 wraps. So I'm going to use half a tablespoon on this and use the next half on the other one. So here we have it, and then I just lay it over the tuna. Get a piece of the tuna leaf and wipe out the rest. And then I just try to wrap it. Okay, so this is my tuna wrap, my dinner for day 3. And this is another tip. Use a plate that is smaller than your normal plate size that you normally use. Trick your brain into thinking that the plate is full. So the smaller your plate be, the more it's gonna look like it's a lot. So that's a tip. Use a smaller plate to trick your mind that there is more food on the plate. Okay, so this is day 4, my vegetable salad. So I'm using some little chop. Well, I didn't chop it, I break it up with my hands. Lettuce, some cucumber, some carrots, and just a pinch of raisin, because raisin has a lot of calories and we're trying to stay away from a lot of calories. So it's just a pinch of raisin. I just use the tip of my finger and take out some raisin and place it. And then we're going to use some of our dressings again, because we need something that tastes good. Even though we're trying to lose the weight, we want food that tastes good. So again, I'm just going to use only 1 tablespoon of this dressing to give it a little taste. So I'm going to show you what I do. So I just simple. Normally if you're a working person, a person that's always on the go, you try to prep your meals from in the night. So if I'm on the go and I have school or work, I get a container. So you can go and buy. I paid $200 and something for 4 of these containers. So I get a container, I place my lettuce, I place my cucumber and my carrot, and then I place my raisins, and I simply just use my hand and toss it up. And then I'm gonna have a tablespoon of the dressing. I get a tablespoon of dressing. I try not to fold the spoon. I try to leave room on the spoon. And then I just put it all over my salad. If I have to leave early in the morning, I do this from in the night and I place it in the fridge. So in the morning I just grab and go. It's kind of awkward using one hand, but I'm trying. So this is my lunch for day 4. So this is my day 5 breakfast. 1 boiled egg with a slice of bread and some black coffee. So don't watch the bread because eventually we are going to also cut bread out of our diet. But for this week, we're going to have a 1 slice for this week. And also, one thing about the bread, make sure that you use the bread that has the less. Look at when I go to buy the bread, I buy my bread in supermarket because I like to see my stuff and feel my stuff in my hands before I purchase it. So I kind of flock towards going to some cheap supermarket and I try to grab the bread bags and then I go to the calorie sections and I see how much calories does 1 slice of bread contain. So you see the serving size, I say 1 slice and it has 70 calories. So I go through the shelf and I see which bread has the least amount of calories, and normally I'll get that one because I'm on a diet. Okay, so this is my breakfast for day 5. Okay, so this is day 5 lunch and I'll be having 2 slices of pine and I slice them in 4, so that's where you get the 4 slices from, and a apple. So I normally, if we're on the go as usual, we prep from the night before and I place them in my container. So I place them and then I put in my apple and I cover up my container, and that's my lunch. And again, as I said before, if my Jamaican apple is in season, I normally put my Jamaican apple instead. So this is it. Okay, so to prepare my lime water, I get 3 huge limes. So these are some huge limes. If they were small, I would have probably used 4. But because they're so big, I'm going to use 3 and a jug of water. So I'm gonna squeeze these limes into my water, jug of water. So this is my lime water. I put it in the fridge. It normally lasts me for like 2 days. So in between drinking this lime water, I drink regular water. So sometimes I feel for some, you just want some regular water, then you have some regular water. It's not a big deal, but
So the next phase is to just walk. It doesn't matter where we're going, all we need to do is just walk. Grab a friend, by yourself, just do a 30-minute walk every day in order to lose the weight fast.
okay guys, so now I'm at the park. I'm 15 minutes from my house, so I walked 15 minutes to get to the park, and now I'm going to do about 30 minutes at the park. I'm going to just walk around the field until I say 30 minutes or more. Come, I'll stop. If I feel like going a little more, then I do so, but I normally aim to get at least 30 minutes at the park. So what I like to do is I like to do a 1 walk around first. So I walk around the park once, and then after that then I start sprint off every now and again for just like a 5-second sprint off, then I begin to walk again. If I don't feel like sprinting off or walking, then I won't. But every now and again I do it to increase my heart rate. I'm just gonna walk this pace. If I feel like running for a while, I'll just sprint off, then I just begin to walk back this pace. That's all it is, just walking. This is the park, and it's a huge park. So going around this field, this is a huge field. Going around it just one time, you'll start feeling that burn in your foot. And when you start to feel that burn, that's when you should go even walk even more.
Whenever you don't feel like walking, just put on your favorite music and just dance around the house.